So today is day one of my second attempt at a 10-day. And so last week I had been trying to do a 10-day water fast, and every day I felt like I was failing miserably, and I could not. I just kept struggling, and I struggled with the little things. Like, I just would want to, well, I don't need to explain what struggling is. You guys know. So take 3, my phone slid sideways, so now I am talking to you differently. My goal is to do 10 to 14 days, because I was recently reading that a water cleanse allows your body to basically heal itself while keeping it hydrated, so that essential pathways can function. And so, like, for instance, maybe you guys aren't aware of this, but when you're dehydrated, you can cause your arteries, your veins to collapse. I was giving blood last week, and I was dehydrated. I was severely dehydrated that day, and I went to the nurse to give blood, and she said, "Yeah, your veins are a little tight." She goes, "When you're more hydrated, they're plumper, makes it easier to give blood." So, just think about that. Like, hydration is so essential. We take it for granted, but it's really so essential. So, for 10 to 14 days, the goal is to start to dig a little bit deeper into your body system and have your body burn away for energy non-essential fatty acids. So what does that mean? That is basically anything that's inside the body that it doesn't absolutely need for existence and energy. How did I come about this water fast? Why did I start this water fast? I recently took a class at UH Maui with Malik Carter. And in that class, it was a cleanse and rejuvenate class. And so we were taught the basic fundamentals of cleansing the body through food and plants and seeds and herbs, teas, tonics, that kind of a thing. And it was recommended to follow a program along with the class. It was a guided cleanse with Malik and the rest of the class over the length of the class. And during the class, there was a period where you would do a water fast. If you're experienced faster, it was a 10-day, and if you're an inexperienced faster, it was a 3-day. And it was all guided. Like I said, it's all guided with the instructor. And it was recommended that if you're working, not to do it, because you really, especially if it's your first one, because you really need to just, like, detoxing is an intense thing. Well, I just did my own thing anyway. So I started it. I loved it. I got through 6 days of a water-only cleanse. And then I was taking a trip to the mainland to visit my girlfriend. And it was my very first time. I was going to Washington State. And it was my very first time there. And I knew that I was going to want to hit, like, world famous Pike farmers market, and so I just was going. I knew I was going to eat, and I did not want to hurt myself by being on a 10-day water cleanse on my vacation and not eat any foods in this new place with all these amazing things that I may never have tried before. So I broke my fast when I got there with soups, and I was there for long enough that I could gently come out of my cleanse and um, have some wonderful plant-based meals while I was there. I decided to go plant-based before my cleanse, and I decided to maintain that after my cleanse. And so it was really great. It was so awesome that when I came back from my vacation, I wanted to do my full 10 days, right? I was like, I'm so jazzed, right? Get my 10 days. I'm a little OCD sometimes. So I really wanted my 10 days. So I decided to recommit to this water cleanse. Well, the first like 5 days, I kept eating. I would get through like the day and then eat something, or I get through like the morning and snack on something. And because I'm a little OCD Virgo, I felt like I cheated, got to start all over again every single time. So it took me about 5 more days to get it together after I came back from my vacation and decided that I wanted to do it again. So maybe that was about 2 weeks. I'm not sure. And then I started. And so what happens on a water cleanse? What happens on a water cleanse is if you're doing a water cleanse only, your body is going to go into a intense detox. This is detox on steroids, okay? So the first couple of days, whatever foods and beverages you've been having besides water, they've added sugar to your body as they were broken down in your stomach, and your body is going to use that sugar for energy. And so until that food in your stomach is gone, your body's going to be using that for energy. And so you're going to want to eat. You're going to want to keep eating because that sugar has, gets candida. There's all kinds of different things that are happening inside. And so you're going to want to eat some more and stuff, but you got to push through. Those are hard days. The first 3 are super hard days. Days 4 and 5 are still hard. But now what's happening is that your body has switched over from burning the sugar in your stomach, and quite possibly by now the sugar that your muscles emit from exercise. So walking, going to the bathroom, sitting up in bed, lifting a cup, all of those things take muscular activity. Coughing, laughing takes muscular activity, believe it or not. And when that happens, something is produced, waste is produced from the muscle, and your body will use that for energy too. Your body is very good at using everything in its disposal for energy, let me tell you. And so it will use that for energy too. So it stopped using the food in your tummy. Now it's going to the waste from your muscles, and if you're in a coma, if you're stuck in bed, your body will keep eating away the muscle for energy. But if you're an active person, your muscles are being in use, and so they can't get eaten away as much as the body would like to. So then your body is going to turn over from the muscle to stored fat cells. Now, stored fat, no, that's not true. Your body is going to go from the muscle to non-essential fatty acids. And that's where ketosis happens, and that's where the really good stuff happens, because that's where if you have any non-essential fatty acid in your body, so that could be like a tumor, a virus, those kinds of things, your body eats it. It needs energy. It has to get you around because you're not in coma. You're not just laying there. You don't have machines pumping all your activity for you. You've got to do it yourself. So your body will take that acid and use that for energy. And so that is what happens. It is day 38 maybe. Sunday, Monday, Tuesday. 38, 39, 40. So today is day 37. Tomorrow is day 38. Sunday. Day 39 is Monday. Day 40 is Tuesday. I get to eat on Wednesday. And I get to eat is a relative term because I have been so out of control. I got my period and my electrolytes went off balance, I guess. And then the next thing you know, I wanted salt. So I started licking salt off of a chip. And then I got gluttonous because it made me feel better. And so I knew that was the right thing for my body. The mineral was needed. But then I got gluttonous and I wanted it to be flavored salt. And so I requested a bag of Maui onion chips to lick the salt off of those specifically. And the ingredients with that are dairy. They use like a milk fat or whatever. And like sugar and stuff. And so basically it made me sick. Yeah. My tummy was hurting and I ended up taking a poo, which I was surprised, but yeah. So, and it also like reignited this desire for the taste of things. And then I began wanting to lick everything. So then I started licking sugar and everything. So when I say that I haven't eaten anything, I don't really feel like I haven't eaten anything. I really feel like I've just been licking things. And then as a result, I just don't feel so great. So today I had a gig where I was watching some kids from my church, and it was up in the mountains. It's been very foggy because we're in Hawaii and there's a volcano erupting over there. And I was walking up and down a hill and stuff, and so I had some grapes that I rolled in peanut butter. So, I mean, I feel like my past is over. But then I got super fanatical about that. And this is where I just was like, this is so bad. I stuck my finger in my throat to make it all throw up. And I could not get it to come out. Like, literally nothing in my stomach was reacting to what had gone down. And I thought, well, I don't know why that happened. Except for, honestly, then I thought, well, you know why? It's because I have leaky gut. And so that, and then I chewed it to like shreds because I was worried about my stomach being able to handle it. So I came home and I literally have drank everything in my house that will make you go poo, except this. This is the last thing left for me to drink to get this peanut butter grape salt licking out of my body. And I am even drinking this. I call that my poo tea because it definitely makes you go poo. Now, here's what I want to say about all this. That is bad. It's not good at all. Not healthy, not smart choices, not smart reaction to poor choices, just none of it. None of it, none of it, none of it. And so, what do I think is going on? I think that I'm nearing the end of the fast, and after almost 40 days with no solid food in my body, I'm just getting a little crazy, you know? And being that I am not doing this in the healthiest of ways. Now, what do I mean by that? If you're going to do an extended water fast where you're only consuming water and nothing else, then you do not work a 37 to 40 hour week. You you do not do physical activity such as walking up and down 3 and 4 flight stairs. And so, movie. And so, you should um, spend time in nature. You should spend time at the beach, in the ocean. The salt water is cleansing. You should take walks in nature, in the barefoot, in the grass and in the dirt. You should lay down in nature and let the sun shine on you, and let the fresh air blow around you, and you should listen to the sound of the leaves rustling in the trees and the birds singing their songs, and cars way far away in the distance. Those sounds are cleansing and relaxing. And being at work and stuff like that is not. And so I was thinking, well, what if you're an artist? Like, and you work with clay medium, and that's your passion, and you love it, and that's also your work, but you don't have like a deadline. It's just what you do. Would that be okay? And I'm thinking, no, because doesn't clay dry you out? See, a little fanatical. So, anyway, so that's what happened, and so in doing that, in continuing to do my regular activity, and then I still come home to my family, and I still have, 7 kids at home, a husband, and and I've been cooking on the weekends, just maniacal cooking on the weekends for the entire week, breakfast, lunch, dinners, desserts, even, like, really just crazy. And so I think that I just am super imbalanced. And then there's been stress, because life happens in the meantime. I am still married. I do still have a job. I do have commitments and friends and stuff like that cause emotional and mental stress. And so I think that those things are big factors in the quality of my fast. And while I was very, very, very successful, I believe, in cleansing my body, removing a lot of toxins, I've had amazing detox symptoms that if I weren't so enthusiastic about detoxing and what these symptoms are cleansing me of, I would be scared, because I'd be like, whoa. I mean, like, every day it's something different and new and wild, right? Not every day, but like it feels like it in a way. But really, because I am enthusiastic about it, and because I do read a lot, and I watch a lot of documentaries, and I talk to people, and I do a lot of, I try to do a lot of like research and stuff. I do feel like it's been a good and successful cleanse. I feel like I could have had a better cleanse with a lot more toxins removed had I made some wiser choices. But in the grand scheme of it all, 40, 36, 37 days, and I'm not giving up. Like, today I feel like was a bust in a way, but I've also done some really fanatical things here at the end of the day to try to offset what I did earlier today. And so I've essentially, and I can feel it, I've set myself back into a ketosis state of heavy detox. I want to give an encouragement to people who are considering doing a water fast, um, an extended water fast, or even a short term water fast. One, you really want to make sure you do some research. And I would totally suggest in starting light, start with intermittent fasting to just get used to, like, you know, um, restricting yourself from things for a period of time. You can go from 8 o'clock at night till 8 in the morning. When you wake up, you can, go from 8 at night till 10 in the morning. You can go from 9 at night till 9 in the morning. Little things like that to start. And I would suggest adding water to your diet, way more water, just to begin to see what your body naturally doesn't need and helps you to like remove from your diet. And then I would, start reading about fasting and preparing for fast, changing your diet a little bit ahead of one and then easing into one. Doing a short term fast for your first time. They can be extremely beneficial, they can be extremely helpful to your health. The more you know, the more you'll grow. And the more you'll grow, the more you can help others. And a healthier world it should be our goal, but it takes each person to do what they can.